familiar faces in the crowd, students of DMC in the past and colleagues of us now, some of our students, and I can see role reversals. I can see Anurag sitting in the parents column, Sarju sitting in the parents column. I had this privilege 6 years ago when my daughter joined this place. And so I'm sure that most of you know about this organization. Most of you must have been around this organization, but it's again a matter of pride for me when I talk about this organization and introduce it formally to all of you. To the parents who are going to leave your wards over here in the shadows of this great institution and this great faculty. So this was a saying which was in the Harrison's, the first edition of the Harrison's textbook of medicine, which said that no greater opportunity or obligation can fall the lot of a human being than to be a physician. In the care of the suffering, he needs technical skills, scientific knowledge, and human understanding. He who uses these with courage, humility, and wisdom will provide a unique service for his fellow man and will build an enduring edifice of character within himself. The physician should ask of his destiny no more than this, and he should be content with no less. And these are the words, I mean, they were written about a century ago, and I feel that these are the things that if you imbibe in your profession, in your learning, in your practice, you're going to be successful for the rest of your lives. DMC started in 1964. It's 58 years old. I always calculate it's 1 year older to me. And in 72, we shifted to the new campus. That's the hospital campus. In 76, we had the first post-graduation course. In fact, ophthalmology was the first discipline when we started our post-graduation. Then in 2001 came up the Hero DMC Heart Center, which is again a matter of pride for our organization. In 2003, we started our intensive care unit block. We are unique in the sense that we've got a 150 bedded intensive care unit, which is an exception all over North India. In 2006, we introduced super specialty courses. The concept of a Department of Emergency Medicine came up in 2014. In 2014, we also had the Research and Development Center. This building where you're seated over here, this auditorium, it started in 2015. We have a state-of-art College of Nursing that started in 2016. We got accreditation by the NABH. In fact, we were the 4th medical college across the country to be accredited by the NABH in 2016. 2018, we have the Cancer Center coming up. We are the 5th medical college in the country where the critical care medicine DM course has been started. And of course, we also have an MPhil in clinical psychology over here. This organization is run by the Managing Society, and we have Mr. Sunil Munjal. He's the president of the Managing Society. Mr. Nagpal, Mr. Dhawan, and Mr. Sudarshan Sharma, the vice presidents. Mr. Prem Kumar Gupta, he's the secretary of the Managing Society. He's actually the brain behind the development, the success of this organization. He took over as secretary in 2004, and it's been 18 very fruitful, wonderful years. He took over at a time when this institution was in a kind of a turmoil because of some union activities. And from there to what DMC has achieved today, it's largely because of Mr. Prem Kumar Gupta. I think he deserves a good round of applause for this. Mr. Rajesh Sood is the joint secretary and Mr. Samalka is the treasurer. We are commonly known as MAC. So if you hear the word MAC, don't be surprised because it stands as an abbreviation for Medical Administrators Committee. So you might see some faculty member discussing कि MAC ने ये कर दिया, MAC ने वो कर दिया. So I'm the principal and I'm also professor in the Department of Medicine. Professor Wander is the vice principal and professor in cardiology. Dr. Kaushal is the dean academics and he heads pharmacology. Dr. Chaudhary heads the neurosurgery department and he's medical superintendent. Dr. Sandeep Sharma is also the medical superintendent and he heads urology. Dr. Bishop Moon heads cardiology and he's also the medical superintendent. Introducing the heads of the department, You've got 3 subjects in your first prof, the classes of which have already started. And Dr. Hitant Vora is the professor and head of anatomy. Dr. Vidushi Gupta is professor and head of physiology. And Dr. Ekta Bansal, she is professor and head of biochemistry. When you move on to the second prof, you've got these 4 subjects. Dr. Harpreet Kaur, she is professor and head of pathology. Dr. Veenu Gupta is professor and head of microbiology. And Dr. Kaushal is professor and head of pharmacology. Dr. Gautam Biswas, he heads the Department of Forensic Medicine. Then the final prof is split into 2, the junior and the senior final. So you've got Dr. Sumit Chopra, he's head of ophthalmology. Dr. Munish Munjal, he heads the ENT department. And Dr. Anurag Chaudhary, she's head of SPM. She's into a role reversal. She's now sitting with her daughter. In the final professional, you'll have general medicine. Dr. Dinesh Gupta heads the department. Dr. Jaspal Singh, he's the head of general surgery. Dr. Ashima, she's the head of obs and gynae. And Dr. Puneet Puni, she's the head of pediatrics. Apart from this, there are many other subjects which are not directly examined, so they are a part of either medicine or surgery. So Dr. Sunil Gupta heads dermatology, Dr. Ranjeev Mahajan heads psychiatry, Dr. Rajneesh heads orthopedics, Dr. Akashdeep heads respiratory medicine, Dr. Amarjit Kaur transfusion medicine, Dr. Kavita heads radiology, Dr. Anju Garewal, I'm sorry, she just left, and Dr. Sunil Kathuria is here. He's the head of anesthesia, and Dr. Namita heads dentistry. Dr. Bishop, as I said, heads cardiology. Dr. Ajit Sood heads gastroenterology. Dr. Gagandeep, neurology. Dr. Parminder, endocrinology. Dr. Vikas, nephrology. Dr. P.L. Gautam, he's head of critical care medicine. Dr. Kunal Jain heads medical oncology. Dr. Chaudhary heads neurosurgery. Dr. Sandeep Sharma heads urology. Dr. Satpal Virt heads gastrosurgery. Dr. Gurpreet Brad oncosurgery, and Dr. Rajinder Mittal plastic surgery. We are proud to have more than 200 faculty members. We are proud that there's never been a single day when you could think about a host faculty. There was an issue about the host faculty, because of which the Medical Council and now the National Medical Commission has been very strict with the medical colleges. And we are fortunate that we've got excess faculty rather than any deficiency in any department. We have the administrative staff in the principal's office, and you can walk in at any time, and all these people would be there to help you out and assist you in any of your issues whenever they are. These are some important names, because a lot of indiscipline takes place in the hostel, so you better watch out for Dr. Nan. He is the hostel superintendent for the boys' hostel. Dr. Vikram Gupta, he is the additional hostel superintendent. And Dr. Abha Ghosh, he's the additional hostel superintendent. Mr. Charanjit Singh is the warden. And the girls' hostel, Dr. Hitant Vora, she is the hostel superintendent. And Dr. Mamta is the warden. So these are names that you need to be careful about. And be a little alert, don't create any mischief in front of them. Not that you can do mischiefs behind them. So what was the vision of our organization? To be a model of excellence in healthcare, medical education, and research. And that's what we're going to be training you all for. The mission was to provide medical care with compassion and competence, to deliver the highest standards of education in medical and allied fields, and to continuously strive for quality improvement. This was when DMC started in 1964, and this was in 1982. The tall person that you see over here is Dr. Sandeep Puri. And these are my friends, one of them in Chandigarh, 2 of them in the US. And then when we met in 1997 in our silver anniversary, so this is where we were all together again. And this is Now, and this was DMC from 64 to 2010, and this is where all of you are proudly placed now. This was the hospital building in 1964, and when I joined in 1982, a few of the departments were here. I remember this was the pediatrics one, psychiatry was behind this, the library was somewhere here, chest and TB was here, obs and gynae right in front of this van. The ground floor was all these labs. I remember Mr. Prem Gupta doing the rounds of this place, and कहाँ से कुछ प्रस्तर उतर रहा था, बीच में उन्होंने एक artificial roof दी, because that was the scary times that we went through. And then his vision that we have to let this go off. We don't want any monument over here. We have to create something new. And then came up DMC in '94, and this is very cool. So it's been a long journey for DMC. It's been a hard journey for DMC, but we've moved on, we've progressed, we've created a name for ourselves all over the country, all over the world. And this is the DMC Hero Heart Center, which started in 2001, and the Cancer Center, which came up in 2018. They are all elements of glory as far as DMC is concerned. We also have a facility at the Rural Health Center in Pohir. You would be going there on your family visits, on your social and preventive medicine visits, and you would see that we've got actually a very good laid out hospital over there with all services, endo patients, operation theatre, and now in fact a large number of our senior faculty goes there every week and runs the OPD over there. We also have Urban Health Center, which is located about 6 kilometers from here, and this is again looked after by the SPM department. This I talked about, a state-of-art College of Nursing at Malikpur, which is run by our organization. I told you about the intensive care units. I mean, this is a unique facility that we have over here. You would be visiting it during your rounds to the hospital. And these are we've got nearly 40 operation theaters, all of them exceptional and of world-class standards. This was the boys' hostel where I stayed, and now this is the boys' hostel where all of you are staying. This was the girls' hostel, which again got, it's now been totally taken off, and this is the girls' hostel which came up about 4 years back. So it's not only studies over here. Dr. Wander told you about the roles that you have to perform. So we've got a lot of activities which go on, and this is an annual interbatch cultural meet which we call as the Ectopia, and the students are all fascinated and they look forward to it. We used to have it in February or January, but now because of this audit schedule, we'll probably have to stagger it out. Then of course, both SPA also are a part of the living over here, and we have this annual sports meet called SPASH. This is the lovely playground that you have, and we know that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So all of you should indulge in these activities, and this is the playground that you have. A lot of extracurricular activities. This is the Holi being enjoyed by the students. We also have a youth club where a lot of philanthropic activity is conducted by the students. They go on to old people's home to wish them, they distribute cards, they plant trees, they go to the Pingalwada and Amritsar, distribute clothes. So a lot of activities being done by them, and all of you are welcome to join this club. We also have a CMC DMC annual intersports meet, and it's just like an India-Pakistan match. So the sentiments go that way, and I'm really scored, and we put heavy security on the matches. Students aate hain, sir, security heavy honi chahiye, kuch pata nahi kab ho jaya kuch. So then of course we started with this concept of having an undergraduate medical conference, a conference which is conducted by the students, for the students, of the students. And after a lull of 2 years because of COVID, we had this conference again this year. We had nearly 700 delegates from the state and outside the state participating in this. Today you're sitting here, you're going to be given the white coats by your proud parents. Remember, 2 things Ours is a profession where our degree precedes our name. No other profession has that. People, engineers, advocates might be writing that before their name, but if you think about it's always been Dr. Gurpreet Wander, Dr. Sandeep Sharma. So the name doctor precedes, our degree precedes. That's the respect this degree has for all of you. And this coat is your ornament. Keep it dignified, keep it ethical, keep it honest. These are the virtues which you have to follow. I still remember sitting like you and Mr. Brijmohan Munjal, who was the president of the society, addressing all of us. And you say that the sun should be your target. And the sun should depict honesty, ethics, hard work, dedication. And you should always face the sun and walk towards it. Your shadow is your money. It will definitely follow you if you're going for the sun. So these are things which I still remember. Dr. Wander is 45 years, I'm 40 years back. So at the end of this graduation, you would be receiving your degrees. So that's the convocation that will take place. And if all of you do well, 5.5 years from now, your parents will be proudly looking at your all of you getting your degrees in the annual convocation. I told you that we were the 5th medical college which got the NABH. We've got the accreditation. In fact, today only we received a letter, a message again, in which our accreditation has been renewed. All our NCs have been cleared. We have a hospital information system. In fact, again, one of the colleges, the hospitals in which this system was started very early. And this is not only for the integration of patient care, also for the other aspects. I talked about the R&D center. Professor Wander is the brainchild behind this R&D center. And today we've got more than 40 clinical trials across the globe being conducted in our organization. As of all of you are concerned, don't think that you will get into research when you become a doctor. Most of my medical students, they have started research in their first professional itself. So this is an opportunity for you to apply for ICMR projects, to create projects. You've got a lot of mentors. All these 200 faculty members are ambitious, they are helping, they are dedicated. So have a plan, go out to one of them, start your research activities. For those of you who choose to go to MLE, once you graduate from here, you need a good CV. And in that CV, what you need is a lot of hard work that you do in these years. And if you've done some research, so this is the place that you need to go and take help and assistance and develop your plan and conduct it. We have a state-of-the-art genetic lab. We were outsourcing most of our samples, and this lab was started again 4 years back. Dr. Wander just mentioned about it. So we are proud that out of the 600 odd medical colleges in the country, DMC has figured amongst the top 20 across all the rankings which are conducted in this country. And we've maintained that position for the last more than 7-8 years now. And not only that, we also have the distinction that we are one of the cheapest medical colleges out of the private medical colleges. And this is a survey which is done by the India Today. In the NIRF also, if you look at two parameters, teaching, learning and resources and graduation outcomes, we are at number 11, number 22 across this country. So you are here for learning, and this is what matters, and this is where DMC is ranked at number 11. And this is an anti-ragging helpline. I think I made a mention about this to the students when I took their first. So have this number on your phone. All those DMC is a zero ragging institution. We don't have any incidents of ragging over the last now more than 7-8 years. So, but nevertheless have this number, it's a 24-hour helpline. So these are the courses which are being run. We've got DM and MCH in 10 subjects. We've got fellowships in 3. We've got MD and MS in 23 subjects. We've got diplomas in 2 subjects. MBBS, of course, you are here. Paramedical courses and nursing. We've got BSc as well as MSc in nursing over here. So this is all about, so as a medical expert, you'll not only be a professional, this is a slide which I showed you earlier. So you're going to be a communicator, a collaborator, you're going to manage your own time, you're going to be a health advocate to the society, you're going to be a scholar, you're going to be doing research, you're going to be treating patients, you'll grow up, you'll teach students. So these are the multifarious roles that you're going to be doing throughout the rest of your lives. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love for humanity. Welcome to the Anand Medical College and Hospital, and I hope that you and your parents will have fond memories once you graduate from here. Welcome again.